So ironic. I just spent, 5 minutes. Anyway. Didn't. Now I'm not going to remember what I said. I thought I was recording. I was recording on a little camera, but not on the big one. On this one. Okay, so let's get back to it here. 3 things. Gripper pad. Day series. 2 words. Put those disparate things together, and you get Clipco. Clip.co. Or clip.com, or clip.net, or clip.org, whatever you want. But here's the thing. Sometimes it takes years, sometimes it takes decades for all the disparate, divergent things to come together to make an invention. Like the smartphone as an example. There's a lot of things going on there. Got into the smartphone. This thing that I'm developing, Clipped, it's a combination of the gripper pad, the day series, and 2 words. Now, the gripper pad was something I invented back about 30 years ago on, 25 years ago or so. The first thing I did was the day series. Day 1, day 2, day 3. And took videos and just kind of looked at the world a little differently that way. Then I did the gripper pad sometime later when I was in my invention mode. And it was a thing to grab down ideas and for jokes and words and products and pictures and art and whatever I could think of, and be able to. It was just before computers, just write it on a piece of paper and pile it. I knew computers were coming along. It was around that time, but they weren't really prevalent. I had my brother-in-law Neil help me design the forum. Anyway, that was gripper pad. It's part of this Clipped idea. Then the day series. Well, the day series came first. And then 2 words. A couple years ago, 2 words came along, and it was invented by me in an artistic kind of way to be more concise than I normally am saying. Talk, never stop, never. So I decided to condense things into 2 words essentially, and then maybe blabber on later, just to. It's a titling thing, but it's also just try to get ideas and summarize them. And you put those 3 things together, and you get the Clip development thing that I'm working on. And it's taken 3 decades, essentially, to put all these ideas together into one thing. Now, I was telling my cousin David about the idea that I was going to use my day system and try to make that part of the product. And he thinks that's totally ridiculous. But in the same token, back in the long time ago, way before iPods became popular, I went over to my cousin's house. I should have had the thing here with me. And Carolyn and John and David were there, and I showed them this thing. It was a little portable hard drive. It was a blue thing called Arcos, and I held it and I go, this is great. It's got I put all my albums on here. And it was a hard drive. It was a portable hard drive with a battery. And I go, it's great, And I could play it in my car. I got my whole record collection in my hand. And they were laughing. I go, CDs. Well, I don't want that shit. And a couple years later, iPod. So, point is that sometimes that wasn't the best manifestation. It was kind of heavy. It was like a little doorstop. But you got to refine it, and boom. But the point is, it was great as it was, just a little thing like that. Plug it into the thing, and get my whole record collection, or headphones, Walkman. It's beautiful. I saw what was happening. I saw what was coming. Now, Henry Ford once said that if I asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. And that's not an insult towards people. It's just that inventors think differently, and they see what's coming, and they work on that, and they already have the vision of what it is. And it's a communication thing. So anyway, this Clip thing is coming, and I am the sperm that made it. Just because I put all these things together, and I thought I'd let it brew in my head, and pursue and experiment with it and come up with different ideas all the time. And then finally it all came together and I said, yeah, all right, I get it. I see what I could do with this now. And that's what it is. Okay,